Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Uh-oh, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Looks like I kind of...
It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How y'all doing today? Me personally, as y'all see, I am in London, but I'm still representing the fam, you know what I mean? Definitely got to go ahead and show y'all that representing in London still, even though I got the, the sweater on and everything. Still got to represent where I come from, especially the hottest radio station on the planet. Letting that be known, as you see, we live from London. I know y'all thought I was going to show y'all outside of London, but no, I'm going to just talk about what I have experienced down here so far. Everything that's going on. First of all, before I do any of that, I'm going to talk about the week. You know me, I started off for the weekend review, tell you how the week went for me, how everything's been going, any major problems or issues that I probably would have had. So I definitely want to talk about the fact that this week has been a bit productive, like very, very productive in a way. And I'm just excited to be able to still, be able to get things done and do things the way I have. Diamond started a new job last week, which she ended this week because I picked up my job again that I work in the mornings part-time. And man, life is great. I'll tell you that much. I got a lot of really good news this week that I needed. And you know how they always say things happen for a reason. Things may be turned away for a reason. By the way, I'm in my hotel room. They do things a little differently here. We'll get to that later. And this past week, I've just been getting most of the news is great news. Even the news that I don't think is great, it's useful news because it falls into that great news category that I'm looking at, right? So it'll pour over and say, hey, I got this great news. And then I got this news here that adds on to it just to make it even better. It's pretty cool. So I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of things out the way, nothing but good news back to back to back. When I landed in the UK, I got a message and a call from, a good friend of mine. You know who it was, for sure. And I pretty much got a job back that I was working with a few months back. I don't know if y'all remember, if not, but hey, you'll see me doing it again. Along with that, I also got some news about vehicles. So we'll finally be having a vehicle for the family. And I'm thinking that'll be sometime next week. Only because I'm trying to really take my time and choose a car that we really, really can, put money into and keep and make sure it actually survives and lasts. And it's good for that big ass family. We got all them goddamn kids. So if you don't know, it's going to be a minivan. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I've been wanting a minivan for so long because all the kids, I want to be a soccer dad so bad. That's what it is. I want to be a soccer dad. So definitely gonna get a minivan for the family. That way we got enough room for all the kids. You know what I mean? There's no laps, nobody sitting up on each other. Plus, we can have extra room for that one other person who may come with us if we out doing something or we're out somewhere. So you never really know. All in all, though, it's nothing but great news that I've been getting for that. So I'm kind of happy and excited. I wanted to share that with y'all because, man, like as y'all know, like I've been like going through it this year. You know, I know we probably all have. You know, and to each his own, and everybody's situation is different. But I'm gonna speak on mine today because I've just been going through it, man, through the ringer, up and down, issues left to right, relationships left to right. It's like damned if I do, damned if I choose to do good, and then I get treated like shit. I choose to be an asshole, and then everything works out perfectly fine. So I kind of like the asshole portion of me. It sucks that I got to be an asshole to a lot of people, but hey, they listen and respect you more when you kind of put firm on your boundaries and put your foot down. Now, again, I'm only an asshole because I've gotten to that point where I've had to be like that with you because you always meet the good side of me, but once you cross that good Gemini, then you got me coming out, and I'm Quanni. Quanni is the asshole. Believe it or not, Quanni is the asshole. Marquand is the cool guy. That's the one that's in the suits. That's the cool, calm, and collective guy. That's the one that will sit there and be patient with you to a certain, or I would say within reason, right? To a certain extent. But Quanni is the one that's, I'm not taking no bullshit. I ain't got time for excuses. I got time for adjustments. Fix shit or leave it alone. Call it a day and leave me alone. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. And that's anybody in my life. So a lot of people are kind of like in the frenzy or frustration because simply I'm not giving them that time I used to give them. I'm not sitting here acknowledging shit that don't need to be acknowledged. I'm not sitting here, what do you call it? Tripping over shit that I can't fix or control and dealing with other people. If you can't fix it, you can't control it. I don't know what to tell you, big dog. Go on about your day. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, let me tell y'all something. You know this, y'all like this hoodie? They got it in pink and white too. And I just thought it was so dope. It's like a Letterman jacket. I thought it was so dope that they had it. You see, England, and I had to get it because real men wear pink, right? Real men wear pink. My business partner that I'm out here with, man, we came out here to take care of some business, do some content creation. That was pretty cool, pretty fun. But all in all, man, life is just like it's getting to a point where I can see a clearer path again. That's why I say all of that. I can see a clearer path again. So from everything this year, from me being an asshole to getting shit done to me just learning how people are, learning how to talk to people and approach people. Now, granted, I don't have to be an asshole to everybody because some people get it and understand on a respect level. They just kind of know who you are and how you are. So they try not to do anything to damage that or damage your reputation or their reputation with you. I think a lot of people know me. 9 times out of 10, anybody who asks will say I'm a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? I'm big on respect. I'm huge on respect, and a lot of people just don't get that. They don't really understand what the word respect is. When you say respect to them, they think of Aretha Franklin, RESPECT. But that's all they can tell you with that song. You know what I mean? It's more than respect than just even though that song is telling you like, hey, just a little respect. Y'all don't even get it. Y'all singing a song y'all don't even get the lyrics to. I don't understand it, and again, that's not for me to understand why everybody doesn't feel that way. That's completely up to them and how they act and operate. That's completely out of my control. So I got nothing to really say about that. But all in all with me, man, I'm just happy that after all of the bullshit and all of the drama, all of the crazy shit, it's just like, man, I can finally see a path where I'm like, oh, where have you been? Where have you been? I've been looking for you. You know how much shit I went through to get to you? And I can say it with a smile on my face because even though I went through a lot of hard times and troubles, I learned so many valuable lessons throughout all of them. So many valuable lessons. And I appreciate that. And that's what things like that will help me pass it on to my kids, passing on things like people like that. So I got to say, this last week has been pretty productive, pretty eye-opening. And I've just been smiling. I've smiled this week more than I've smiled all year, probably. And y'all know I try to keep a smile on my face, but I haven't took it off my face yet. And I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to be able to know that regardless of all of the shit going on, I can mentally say that I can see a clear path and I feel excited again. You know how long it's been since I felt excited in life? I don't know if you guys have been noticing, like even these shows everywhere. I've been trying to keep up with content creation, like, posting stuff and talking to people and doing this and doing that. Man, y'all haven't really seen a lot of what I've done in the UK as far as me posting because never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing until it's done. You know what I mean? So y'all may see glimpses of stuff, and I'll show y'all things I've done after I left there already, or things I was going to do. But all in all, it's so much more. I got so many videos, I got so many pictures, and I'm just gonna take them and make content and show you all what I've done, and just have a great experience with it. And I look forward to doing that. My flight back, I gotta come home in the morning, so that's okay though. I've had so much fun here. I'm not even mad about the fact that the trip is already about to be over. I'm still excited that I even got to be a part of the trip, because hey, some people can't say that they've left the country, and some people are finding it hard to leave the country. So for me to be in a whole nother country right now and I'm still alive and well and kicking, I just got to say, man, thank God. Thank you, God, for everything and every opportunity He's offered me. Like I'll tell y'all, real brief, when I lost my brother 12 years ago, me and God had a roadblock in our relationship. We came to a stop, and it was more so of a question and wondering thing the entire time instead of a belief thing. And not too long ago, some years back, I kind of just had an idea to see, like, they always say you just need to have the faith of a mustard seed. So I'm like, let me see how big is a fucking mustard seed, because maybe I am there. And when I went and looked and I seen that fucking mustard seed was like this small, you see that hole in my hand, this small. I said, I got that for sure. I got that for sure. Easily I can do that. That's not a problem. So I went ahead and I actually start having that little faith again. And it just grew time and time again. It just kept growing, kept growing, kept growing, kept growing. And now we have mended our relationship. Like, our relationship has been mended for a while. You may not hear me talk about it a lot, or you may not hear me mention it a lot. Sometimes I'll try to post about it, but we have a really great relationship now. And I love that. You know what I mean? I needed that relationship back, and it's just been blessing me time after time again with opportunities and all kind of eye openers and all kind of people around that's blessed to be around me and be here. So all in all, like, I can't get upset about what's been going on, because I'm happy that He took me through the trials and tribulations to actually make it work. Oh, look, y'all see my business partner gonna walk in. So when he do, just don't pay attention to him, because he might wave to the camera. But I gotta say, man, regardless of what the situation is, God has really been looking out for me. He been really look. Hey, there you go. That's the man that keeps stealing out of my room, y'all. But all in all, like, I gotta say, I've never been more happy to talk about God in my life than I am now. I've questioned Him, because I lost my brother. I feel like, why would you do that to me? Like, we cool people. Why you taking him? It's all these other people in the world. I know that's crazy to say. All these other people in the world, you take my brother. You know what I mean? So we had a bit of a falling out in our relationship, and now it's mended better than it ever was. A lot of people don't notice it or pay attention, but like, I got my little Bibles. I got my little Bible verses, my Bible app that I read. I do my praying at night and in the morning, and when I gotta eat something. I'm just very thankful that regardless of all of the bullshit I've been through, He's still making sure I got a way to make it. You see what I'm saying? Through all of the trials and tribulations, He's making sure I still got a path to walk on to make sure I can get through those roadblocks. He's not giving me a straight path, because everybody know success is not a straight road. It's not like this. That success is, it's one of those, and then you finally there. So I just gotta be honest and say, I apologize. I'm saying this to everyone publicly. I apologize to God for the fact that I even doubted Him and His existence and everything He had going, because of me having an issue in my life that was personal and I couldn't get past it. Okay, because all in all, I'm hoping my brother's up there with him. I don't think he's, down there with the other guy. So I just got to say, I'm blessed to know that I'm living a good life. He's gave me 4 beautiful children that are all healthy and good to go. They all love me so much. That's great to have. My father was a magician. He had the best disappearing act, so I ain't have one of them growing up. You know what I mean? So, but my kids, their father is actually a hardworking man. I'm here day in and day out, and the fact that my kids see that and know that is what I love about it. Yeah, I may be strict, I may be hard on my kids, but that's because I have Black children in America. You know what I mean? Even though I'm in London right now. Yeah, I got up and said, fuck them kids and her. I got up and got about that bitch. Fuck them kids. Ultimately, came going for a few days, I'm out of here. No, I'm just playing. But with everything that He's given me and all of the lessons that I've learned from the paths He had me walk down, I'm just happy to say now my faith is stronger and bigger than ever, right? And the fact that I keep getting blessed is just showing me that I'm going in the right direction, and He understands that we communicating on a whole different path now, And that's why I tell everybody, man, God don't play about me, man. You tripping. You trying to fuck me over? Oh, man, you got karma coming your way, man. I ain't got to worry about getting back at you, because God gonna do it. God gonna do it for me. I ain't got to worry about it. He's gonna take you through the path like He took me. You know what I mean? You got to go through it to get through it. But I really appreciate the fact that I can say that now because look around. I mean, I'm like, I'm happy. You know what I mean? It's been a while that I can genuinely say overall, regardless of anything, I'm just happy. You know, mentally I've been struggling. Mentally I've been going through it. I've been pushing. I've been kicking. I've been fighting. And you know, the only person there by my side the entire time was God and my kids. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate that. And I gotta just give credit where credit is due. All right. You know, that's why this last week has been such an eye opener for me. So, you know, I had to just let that be known and kind of get my praises and shout outs where they could be. A lot of people get surprised when they hear me talk about God because they see I got so much, what's the word I'm looking for? So much conviction in my throat when I say it, so much conviction in my words with it. And I'm just like, man, as a man who's been there before, who's lost his faith and gained it back, I'm just telling you, it ain't never really over. You know, it ain't never really over. So, I just had to say that to y'all. I'm just being honest. I'm being real about it. But let's go ahead and get into the show now, man. Let's talk about this. I've got a few things I want to go over the reminder first, and then we'll talk about everything else that's going on here, okay? So first thing I want to talk about is, again, everybody's been writing me and calling me and like, how did you get your passport? How did you get your passport? I'm going to just go over it again here live on the show. Hopefully everybody tuned in off of Facebook so they see this too. All right, so first and foremost, London, what up? Hey, best friend. Hey, best friend, do you like my hoodie? I think you'll like it. It's a London Peking black hoodie. But so I want to talk about that here. What I did was my flight was booked for September 22nd or 20, I don't know, Sunday, whatever that day it was. So my flight was booked that day. I went down to LA where they have an agency for the passport. I called, made an appointment. I went down there the very next day. We did a turnaround trip to fly out there and go get it. If you go out to LA within 3 weeks of your flight, mind you, I went 2 weeks of mine, and within 2 weeks of mine. If you go within 3 weeks of your flight, you can get your passport and you can get it expedited for same day, right? So meaning you can get it paid for, which is about $130 if you just want the passport. But if you want to expedite it, it's going to be an extra 65. No, because that's because I got the card and the passport. It's going to be an extra 65 if you want to expedite it to where you want them to give it to you. Or sorry, what is that for? Yeah, if you got to pay extra, if you're gonna get it within that same day or 3 to 5 business days, it's like a $65, $70 fee you pay to get it expedited. And then you gotta, if you want to ship to you because you're not in LA, instead of you staying there to pick it up same day, it's like another $22 or $23. So all in all, I paid about $250, $260 for my passport and my passport card. Which y'all know what the passport looked like, but I don't know if I showed y'all what the passport card looked like. And ultimately, I found out what the difference is. The passport is what I take when I'm going, you know, to the airport and I'm flying. But if I'm like, let's say I'm here in London, right? Okay, you know, but I'm going to a different city, then instead of me taking my passport, I could just take my passport card. And this right here pretty much is my ID while I'm, you know, international. Oh, by the way, I got a new name since I finally left the country. I finally left the country. I mean, I'll be back, but since I finally left there, and I've been on an international flight, you know, in which I'll come back. But my new name is International Quanni or Q Worldwide. You figure it out and you make it whatever you want it to be. I mean, we'll get it done. We'll take care of it. But I love those two. All the other details can be, you know, hashed out later. But I got a new name for myself. You know, I keep adding. You got Juss Quanni, you got Mark Quan, Stefan Urkel. Now you got International Quanni. What's next? I can't wait to see what's next. But all in all, I'm just telling y'all, like, man, I am just happy to be able to get all of that shit done. Back to what I was saying. So, but getting all of that, they can mail it to you with 3 to 5 days through UPS. Then you can just go back home, or you could tell them you want to wait same day, and then, you know, I mean, you come back from 1 to 3 p.m. and maybe it'll be ready for you for the most part. But it's super easy to get it if you just kind of follow those. If you just see how I did it. And maybe yours is the same way, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm cheating the system, because even they tell you if your flight was in 3 weeks, we can expedite it for you. So what I'm just saying is it's super easy to get it. Depending on how fast you want to get it, that's what you got to do. Or you can go the normal route. Go down to FedEx, take your passport photo, right? Go down to take the application, fill it out, go down to the post office. You can do it that way, the regular basic way. You're going to wait about a month or two to get it. But if you ain't got no trips right away, what's the holdup? But I tell y'all, I encourage everyone, now that I see how easy it was to get it and how useful it is, I encourage all of y'all to get a passport. I think everyone deserves this treatment of coming out to another country and seeing how they are and how they operate. Because I think that's pretty dope and pretty cool. I got lucky with the chance to do it, to come out on business, right? And make it work and make it happen. man, I got to tell you, if this is what business trips look like, I'm going to be taking plenty more. I'm going to be taking plenty more because in business, it's something different. It's something different, you know? So all in all, I'll tell y'all how that was with that. That's how you can get your passport. That's how you get it expedited to get it same day or within 3 to 5 business days. If you need more questions about that, hit me up and I'll answer them as best as I can, or if not, I'll point you in the right direction. But that's how you want to get that done. Next. So Sunday, the owners at the mini golf, they pretty much needed somebody to do they had a birthday party event, and I don't know if I ever showed y'all the picture. I think I posted it on one of these social networks I have. But basically they wanted me to be in the event because they needed somebody to do badly drawn portraits. And if you know what badly drawn portraits are, you're just drawing pictures of people, and obviously they look kind of crazy and kind of weird. This was the hat that I had to wear for it right there. Y'all see my little French hat, my little beret? You know, I had to put that on. But ultimately, everybody was pretty excited and happy about that. So I pretty much I did badly drawn portraits. So as you see, I kind of just, I don't think y'all can see that. I think it's too light. But all in all, it's, let me see if that helps. Oh, too light. Is that helping? Oh, there you go. So I just did badly drawn portraits of people, and they loved it. They all loved it. And it was, again, I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist at all. My name not A Boogie. But all in all, like, it was fun because that's exactly what they wanted it for. Somebody that didn't really know what they were doing. It was a great time. Great thing to happen. I'm glad that I got the experience of doing that because I'm not going to lie. Now I feel like I want to go get an easel and stuff myself and just go down to the strip and start doing them. Hey, I got badly drawn portraits. You just tip me. Whatever you like. You know what I mean? Have fun and enjoy. Let me see if you like these. And I think I can make a killing off of that. But it was pretty cool for them. Shout out to, the owners of the golf course, of the job. I appreciate the opportunity to come out and do something like that. Especially with the fact that it was something new to me, new to you all, but we all felt like we did a great job. I didn't know how great I did, which was horrible in a way when you think about it, because it's supposed to be bad drawing. So I did great at horrible drawing. So I don't know if that's bad or good, but I did good. Everybody loved it. I guess people were trying to tip me, and I was kind of just like, you don't have to do all of that, but they were tipping me. I guess they gave my owner some money to tip me. That was pretty cool. But all in all, it was just a great experience to sit there and be like, man, it was my day off, but it wasn't even, I got paid for it. I had to do it, right? Why not? Now, so here's another thing with that. It was great experience. Plus, they had food, they had liquor. They would let me drink. I didn't drink a lot because I want to still do my painting, right? I want to at least, do what y'all paid me to do. So all in all, it was still a great time and great experience. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Nothing bad to say. So with that being said, I want to start talking about my trip to the UK. You know what I mean? I want to get that out of the way now. I'm ready to talk about it. First, I want to talk about the experience of getting here, right? So at first, we actually thought we were flying out from LAX to here. So we flew from here to LAX because we thought that's where our flight was at. Come to find out, our flight was in Orlando. We had to go there and leave Orlando to come to, what the fuck is this? To come to London. Yeah, to come to Heathrow. That's where the airport was. So now when we went to LA, we stopped by the bank to make sure, we can get the money out to do the currency exchange and stuff, all of that good shit. But from LA, we only spent like maybe 8 hours in LA when we found out what was going on with the flight. So we flew to Orlando. If y'all know, I got family in Florida, in Crestview, Florida. Shout out to them, to the Thomases. If you don't know where Crestview is, it's kind of like right off of Jacksonville. It's a small little town, but it's for my family's there, so that's pretty dope. However, I didn't go to see family out there. When I went to Orlando, we just went and hung out in Orlando, and we kind of called it a day. We spent, I think, maybe just a day in Orlando until the flight was ready, because we got there super early, and the flight wasn't until like 5 o'clock, and that was kind of wild. So from LAX, we went to Orlando. And we did a little pre-shopping, like a neck pillow, things like that we needed for the flight, like small things of toothpaste and toothbrushes, make sure we okay. Small little things. But we also ate, got something to eat. We had the hotel we had stayed at was pretty cool, pretty dope, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the little view they had over a little lake kind of scenery thing. I love Florida because there's so much green out there. And if you ever been to Florida, you know how it is. I want a hat. Say less. Tell me the color, friend. Oh no, I'm gonna get it burgundy. I'm gonna get it any shade of red, but burgundy. I'm gonna get you burgundy. I think you like burgundy, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, you can tell me now from all these viewers. Um, but Orlando was great. And even though I never been, we were gonna go to Universal Studios because we had to wait for our flight, but they were sold out. So we said, "Fuck it, it is what it is." You know what I mean? It is what it is. But after Orlando, we kind of packed up finally and got everything out the way, got everything done. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. Hey, I knows you, friend. You're my best friend for a reason. I knows you. I pay attention. But it was great. You know, again, it was great. Now, y'all know me though. I am terrified of heights. Okay, terrified. So the thing about that though is I'm also curious. So guess what I wanted to be every time we got on the plane? The fucking window seat. I had to. And I'm not gonna lie. After taking all of those flights back to back, I feel more comfortable getting on the plane. Not that bad no more. I always go by this. And anybody that's scared to get on an airplane and they worried about the plane crashing or whatever the case may be, here's my advice to you. I follow this every time I get on a plane. Statistically show us rewind that, sorry. Statistically speaking, you are more likely to get on a crash on the way to the airport than in the actual airplane. So if I make it to the airport without a crash or nothing, I know I'm good. I ain't got to worry about anything. You know what I mean? I was worried about coming in here to London, but you know what? I talked to God, and guess what he said? You good, my man? I got you. I'm going to watch over that. You good. Don't worry about it. Go have fun and enjoy yourself. And look what happened. I got here safe and sound, and I'm going to return safe and sound all by the graces of his hand. You know what I mean? Now that I got all the flights out the way and my little heights thing, let's talk about where I'm at, y'all. I'm in the UK, United Kingdom. Okay, UK. And man, I got to tell you what a fucking time I'm having. You know what I mean? I cannot complain. I cannot complain. I'm going to go over everything with y'all from the time we got here till today and then our future plans as well. So first of all, let me talk about the hotel. Now, we had a couple of issues because here, when you book a room with your hotel, if you book it with your virtual or digital card, just know that when you get there, they're going to need your physical card. And if it doesn't match up to your digital card, they got to refund you and do it all over again. So I'll tell you now, if you book with a room, book with a physical card that you have and take that card with you out of the country because it's going to be a problem. However, besides that, you know, and a couple miscommunication issues, the staff is great. You know, they treated us cool. The hotel here is like they rented out a home or they got a home and it's like different levels, right? It's got like levels at the bottom and the middle of the top. But every level has like 3 to 4 different rooms on it. And you can just kind of stay. They really look like apartments, little apartments. Honestly. And it's dope that we were able to get that done. So we got to the hotel, we got that out the way. And the first thing we did after checking in the hotel and putting our bags down and kind of, you would think that since we had so much time on a plane, we would just want to sleep. No, we got right to it. We came out here for content creation. We got right to it. We got right to it. And again, y'all haven't seen nothing really being posted as far as like content being made, but you see little bits and pieces of what's going on. That's because that shit takes time. I got to edit all of that shit. I got my laptop here. But again, I've been enjoying my time. I feel like I can edit it either on the plane back home. You know what I mean? Or I can do it when I get back home. Either way I go, it don't really matter. I got time to do both. So I'm happy about that. I can't be too mad about it. I love the hotel. But as soon as we got here, we got up and we got to it. First thing we went to go do is they have, y'all know how like on the strip they got the bikes, the electric bikes, I don't even think we got electric bikes on the strip. I think we got regular bikes that you can get, regular bikes that you can ride. However, here they have electric bikes and scooters. Also in Orlando, we actually rode the scooters, the electric scooters. We had fun with that. That was pretty cool. And we went to go eat at this place called Tacos Migüey. And I got some more of those tacos you dip in transmission fluid. The Bidia tacos. I got some more of them motherfuckers, and they was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I even got a quesadilla again. It was fire. You know what I mean? But here we went and got to the bikes, the electric bikes. So as long as you pedal, they start doing the rest for you. It's taking us up to like 20 miles an hour, which is pretty cool, pretty dope. And when I tell y'all, like we spent the first day just exploring the city on them bikes, it was so fun to be able to know, like, yeah, we might have been tired later that night, but we didn't let that stop us from nothing. We was exploring the city left and right, doing whatever we could. First, we went over to Outernet. I don't know if y'all would know what that is here, what Outernet is. We heard about it. And it was cool. You know, it wasn't what we expected, but it was still a different and new experience. So that was kind of cool to do, kind of cool to have. Also, after doing the Outernet thing, because we were just like, well, what's next? We went ahead and we were like, well, you know, honestly, we ain't really eating it all day because we've been on the plane, right? So what we do, we went and got some food. Okay. We went to Chipotle. Where's that bag? I can't find it, but they spell theirs chip, oat, OAT, and then lay. Chipotle. So funny. So funny. Also, they got theirs. Y'all know we have TJ Maxx in stores. We got TJ Maxx in the States. Okay. Do y'all know what theirs is called here? Anybody? I got you. TK Maxx. Replace the J with a K. JK. No, I'm serious though. It's TK Maxx. What I love about all of these stores they have here, there's different levels for everything. So you can have kids at the bottom level, women at the middle level, men. Men are always at the top for some reason. Well, you know, I'm the top dog. Men are always at the top level for the most part. So it's pretty cool that they got it laid out like that because it's so much easier to actually coordinate and find where you need to go and what you need. And everybody out here is so coordinated when it comes to where they work or where they're at. Man, like we have the place called they got a place called Primark, which is like Walmart, their Walmart. And they closed at 10. When I tell you by the time 10 o'clock came, if you were not paid already, you were in line. Anybody that was trying to shop still, you had employees were closed already. You got to go pay. And they was so nice about it. They didn't, I mean, I said it like nonchalantly, but they were pretty nice about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we're closed, so you got to go pay for what you have now. We can't let you do any more shopping. And they coordinated it so well. I was like, beautiful. You know what I mean? You can. I just love the fact of the coordination there. That was dope. That was dope. But their thing is just like our Walmart. You know, it's like they got everything you can think of in that motherfucker. You know, from suitcases to pajamas to fucking bath shit and look. I don't think we got to the part where the food was at because we didn't go to the top floor. Again, we went in there last minute trying to get what we needed, but we got right about that motherfucker before they even had to worry about saying something to us. So we was good. And then H&M. We went to H&M. I'll tell y'all about another experience with H&M later. We went to H&M. And we went and got some, you know, trench coats. I think we got a couple of, I think that was really it, just trench coats and a shirt or two. You know what I mean? Something, but y'all know me, I love my trench coats. And y'all know the winter and fall is coming back, so I got to be in them again. I got me a nice little tan trench coat, tan or beige, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool, pretty dope. I was trying to find an off-white one because y'all know I would have been killing the game with that off-white one. Y'all know I would. But they didn't have one. They didn't have one at all. But it was still pretty nice to go into H&M. After that, you know, we just did a little bit. Now, mind you, this is all in one day. We did a little bit of shopping at a few other like off-brand stores on the side, like little markets they had. But all in all, it was great to be able to go out there and do all of that. You know, it was pretty cool, pretty fun. Now, after all of that shopping and running around, we came back home. We came back to the hotel and we were like, damn, is this how we finna end it? We said, no, that's not how we finna end it. We from Vegas. We know how to stay up all night. We on vacation. Well, it's a business trip, but it's still vacation to me. Shit, business or not, we creating content in a whole other country and getting that done. Like, hey, we got to work, but it's still we having fun while we working. So it's a vacation. We went to 3 different clubs that night. 3 different clubs because, in all honesty, I'm telling you right now, being from Vegas, going to a club in a different country, don't get your hopes up. We went to 3 different clubs, and each one of them motherfuckers was dead. One we ended up staying at, it was still dead, but people was buying us drinks, doing coke in the bathroom. It was pretty fun. It was kind of cool to see. Kind of cool to see. But I mean, we went to 3 different clubs trying to find ourselves a good time and have fun, and have a few drinks, which it was nice after all the whole night. But let me tell you where I had a problem. We went to a strip club. Okay. Again, I'm from Vegas, and I probably should have remembered that. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Trash. Strip club, trash. Never again. The girls are more interested in get you to try to fuck them than actually dancing and showing off their goodies. And it's just like, yeah, I'm not paying you to do anything I can get for free. I mean, it may not be you I fuck, but I'm not paying. Like, no, they wanted 600 pounds. Now, if you're not familiar with pounds versus American dollars, 600 pounds in American dollars is like probably like $700 to $800, right? Let me see. Well, nope, it's actually more than that. Let me see. 3 and 3 is 8 and 8 is 16. So yep. So 760, almost $800 is what that would be in American dollars. They wanted $800, and that was like, they want one person, and like, what? 800? It's $40 in my hometown. I can just go back home and get with that. You know what I mean? If I gotta pay for it, I go pay that 40. But if you listen to the Bible, like, I go talk about God again. And the Bible, at least say that pussy is really only worth a loaf of bread. And I don't know what bread y'all get, but I can go to the Walmart, get a loaf of bread for $2. I can go to the bakery, get the expensive bread for $5. So I don't even know where that 40 came from. I know inflation is crazy, but bread is still not that expensive. You feel me? And not to mention that I can go to my motherfucking house and make bread for free. So I'm just saying, man, y'all get out of line with these prices. If I was a nigga paying for pussy, I'd be mad at y'all. Y'all is overcharging, and I ain't with that. Especially if y'all overcharging. I ain't with none of that. He said, I'm trying to do with that. Be like, I ain't never had it like that. Hey, but all in all, it was great. Wrapped up the night. We called it a day, and then the next morning we got up to get dressed, and we figured that we had to go back to H&M because they left one of the beeper tags on one of the trench coats. So we literally walk in, it beeps right away as soon as we walk in. We're like, we expected that. So we're looking for employees. Nobody comes to us. So instantly we go to the place they got self-service. Here's nothing. They do a lot of self-service in the UK. So they work on the honor system is what I believe. I'm going to be real. I think they work on the honor system. But we went in and we couldn't find an employee. The ones at the register had like a line and was busy. So he's like, all right, well, we don't want to bother them. So I just went over and we just undid it like we normally do. So let me stop being racist on this goddamn line. There was one of the gentlemen here and at the H&M, and he asked us for a receipt as if we were stealing and stuff like that, which he called one of his coworkers over, and they started blocking us in because they're like making it seem like you can't just take stuff off without paying for it, which we like, okay, let me show you the statement. Let me show you the receipt. Let me show you the information I got. So we're showing them the fact that we paid for it, and they're still telling us you cannot take it off stuff that you didn't pay for. And I'm like, but I did pay for it. Here's the proof. Here's the evidence. And they literally were not trying to let us leave at first until I pulled out my phone and I started recording. And I said, you can't even be black in the UK without getting accused of stealing. I literally said that. Then at that point, they want to be friendly. Even after a minute, they want to be friendly and nice, try to be like, oh, no, it's not that. It's not that. I said, okay, if that's not it, you're telling me I can't leave right now, but yet you're saying I can't leave because I can't just take something off an item that I didn't purchase. Yet I'm showing you proof that I purchased it, and you telling me that's not enough. You telling me that that's not enough for you to sit up there and say that, oh, you are actually bought that. And it's like, no, I didn't buy that. I purchased this. Here's the receipt. Here's the information. And y'all still trying to tell me I sold. So I'm gonna call you back. So basically, with all of that being said, it's just like, why the fuck am I sitting here being accused of something when I showed you proof that I paid for it, when I showed you proof that I did it, that it's good to go. And then I even offered to fucking, go call the other store to let them know, to show them. Bro, they didn't want to hear me. They didn't want to hear nothing. So it rubbed me in a way, but I was like, you know what? I can't let this ruin my trip because of one little moment, like whatever they may feel, that's on them. But all in all, they let us walk out because I told them, I said, this is going to blow the fuck up on social media because I just showed, and I put the receipt and everything in the camera, like, look at y'all, I paid, and they told me I ain't paid for this shit. And they trying to accuse me of stealing, won't let me go nowhere. You know what I mean? After all of that, then y'all want to let me go. Oh, now that y'all see that y'all in the wrong because don't nobody want to deal with this shit when they on vacation, who the fuck is going to go to the vacation, come back into a store, and it's something I stole, come back and try to take the tag off? Like, what? And then I'm showing y'all proof and y'all still not listening to me. So that irritated me momentarily. Literally, it irritated me because it's like, I just showed you I paid for it. I showed you I bought it. Why the fuck are you upset now? Why are you still having this issue? Why are you still trying to block me in? Long story short, they let it go and said, oh, we were just trying to say you can't just take this off for yourself. You got to find a thing. Okay, well, when I paid for it at the other store, they told me to just take it off myself. So why is it an issue here? They told me, they said, oh, no, go, you do it right, self-service, and then make sure to take the tag off. Okay, no problem. So, you know what I mean? And that's crazy because normally I don't even have racist moments I experience. Normally everybody cool. But I came to a different country and man, that shit hit me fast. So I was like, that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. So I was highly irritated. Like, I mean, when I tell y'all highly irritated, I kind of stopped smiling for a second. So I'm like, I can't believe I just went through that bullshit. I didn't want to just leave the place and just jump out and leave and go and just walk out because I'm not trying to cause any extra problems between you and the police here. Like, I don't got time for that. I don't got time for it at all. So with that being said, I pretty much we wrapped it up by just they kind of finally understood that it was paid for and that nobody did anything. And mind you, you know, before y'all talk about cultural differences and language barriers, everybody speaks English here. Okay. Same thing I'm speaking, they speak to. So it was more so the fact that they just didn't want to hear the fact that I had paid for something because they approached me in the wrong way. And instead of being accountable for approaching me wrong and admitting that maybe I shouldn't have said that to him, they just wanted to keep it up and say that we were doing something we shouldn't have, which is, why am I showing you receipts if I stole? You think I just picked this up? The receipt got my card number on there. Now look at that card number. What you talking about? You know what I mean? So I was happy to prove myself, let it be known, like, don't come in here like that. That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. So we leave H&M because we like, fuck it. Now we don't want to buy nothing else no more out of here because now y'all made it seem like we're stealing. So fuck it. We don't want to even purchase what we came in because we see some stuff walking in that we might have wanted. So we're like, let's look around. But because of that accusation and all of that drama they caused, we was like, fuck that. I don't want to buy nothing else from here. Y'all racist. We ended up going out, we walking down, and man, we ran into this place called Saba Saba Ramen. It's got like ramen and fried chicken and stuff. It's called Saba Saba UK is the one we were at. And the guy there, man, I think he was a great host because we walked by and I just went back to glance at it and he caught my attention right away. Hey, come on in. Started talking to me, being nice and friendly. He gave me a little tour, which I did a whole video of him giving his spiel and everything because I'm like, man, that energy is great. Can I record you? Told him how, you know, I'm just on social media. I'm trying to, you know, grow my following. I want to make sure I asked everybody I recorded, I asked permission for before I did. I asked permission to make sure that they were okay with me actually recording them. Okay. But we went in there, I got me some ramen, you know, had me some good old ramen. They got this chicken, fried chicken, but they got the sweet and spicy fried and like garlic soy. All of them are great. All of them are great. Once you get your chicken, they have the machine, the Saba robot. And he makes the chicken for you. And let me tell you something. He compete with a lot of y'all females. Pretty soon, y'all finna be out of a husband, out of work. Because that machine, he fried the hell out of that chicken. He fried the hell out of that chicken. Man, you know what I mean? So after we went and after the chicken, so I went and let the chicken cook first. Then I went back because when you do the ramen, it's like a whole experience. So they have you pick up your pack. You go to the front, they give you a bowl, chopsticks, a little toppings cup, and things like that. You go through. There's once you have your thing, you go to the little station. You take your bowl, put your ramen in there, take your seasonings, put it on the side, and you press the buttons to get the hot water in there. Right. After that, you go to the sidebar with your cup, get your sides, throw it in there, let it mix it around a little bit, let that all cook, and then they will go over and take you to their chef, and the chef will blow torch the cheese on top of it for you and melt it on top, which is dope. All in all, the whole experience was great. Like, I've never done anything like that before. Of course, I've never had that kind of experience before. But the amount of energy they put into it, it was amazing. It was great. I was so happy about that. So I'll say that for sure. Also, yeah, we did. Oh, they have Wingstop out here. Wingstop was pretty good. All their food is so fresh, so fresh. Even McDonald's, like, y'all know me, I hate McDonald's. I was at McDonald's. They got a Twix latte, y'all. Twix latte. Actually, I want to go try that now. Then they got a fucking Philly cheesesteak burger. Sure is fire. Let me see here. Now another thing is, like, because besides the food, I don't want to make it seem like, because you got to, everything tastes so pure here. Y'all know as kids when we had those tastes from like sodas to food, it all tastes like it was regular and normal. That's how it is here. So fresh and so nice. It's great. It tasted so pure and so fresh. So I was happy about that. Also, though, people here are pretty laid back. They're pretty cool, calm, and collective. But at the same time, they seem a little distant, right? Like they're scared to get too close to you. You know, like that relationship where somebody is giving you too much love at once, and you're like, oh, let's take a break. Which I think if you ever tell somebody to take a break when they give you all their love, the relationship is over right then and there because you just put a pause on their love. I said fake police officers because they have these police officers they have these things called street wardens, right? And to make it easy for y'all to understand what that is, remember in elementary school when we was a peacekeeper? I think that's the name of it, a peacekeeper or whatever it was. That's what they are. So like if somebody's stealing out the store, they'll tell them who it is and they'll go try to find them. They'll go talk to them or let them know, hey, go pay for it, go put it back, or hey, you're going to go to, whatever the case may be. And then they're actual police officers. Now, mind you, the street ward, they got nothing but a vest. That's it. No baton, no knife, no gun, no nothing. Nothing. So I'm guessing them hands is rated E for everyone, is what I'm guessing. You know what I mean? But all in all, the police officers here, they don't have guns. They got batons. That's it. They gonna beat a nigga to death. Like they gonna beat the shit out of you. Uh, and then again, we saw so many people, they just casually do coke here. People be like, oh yeah, you want to get high? I'm thinking like, oh, you smoke weed? I know you got weed. I know weed out here. What's up? And they said, no, coke. No, I'm good. I'm good, brother. Keep it. I don't need none of that. Damn, I didn't even notice the time, man. Look, I've been having so much fun talking to y'all about London. I gotta go ahead and talk some more. So let me go ahead and let me finish this off really quick. We got some future plans that are going on because I won't see y'all again until next week. So I'll tell you about the future plans, and then next week I'll tell you about the plans of it afterwards. You know what I mean? About things that, or I'll tell you how those plans went when I actually get back to the States and we talking about it. And they got a chicken Big Mac there and mozzarella dippers. Oh my God, is that a Galaxy McFlurry? Oh God, Galaxy, is that chocolate? Oh my God. Let me stop, man. My back is starting to get big, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Looking at that picture, my back is starting to get big. But we're gonna go to Big Ben. You know what I mean? If y'all know Big Ben, if you don't, Big Ben is the old, time clock or the clock building. So we're gonna go to Big Ben, see that, get some pictures in. We want to go see a soccer stadium, right? Football is how they call it out here, not American football. But football. We want to see a stadium and things like that. We also want to go to Thames River. I hope I said that right, Thames or Thames River. I think that's going to be dope to see some of those things. Kind of just get a few monuments out the way, things we can see that are pretty cool and pretty dope. We've seen a lot of stuff already, and we've taken pictures with it, but we're going to keep doing it. Again, we're here for content creation, so all we're doing is taking pictures and videos, which is why I love my Samsung that y'all see me on so well, is because, man, it does great at pictures, great at videos, and it stores a lot without me having to worry about running out of storage. No offense to iPhone. And then we're going to go to the Big Sky Garden, have some fun there and get that taken care of. So I just got to say, man, all in all, the UK has been great to me. I'm sure it's going to continue to be great to me. I'm having a great time. A lot of my friends and family, or associates or coworkers, I got trinkets for y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not rich, but I got some things y'all will like. I got things that I think each person I got, they'll love it or like it. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not mad at all. But I will say this, man, just like I told you at the beginning, mentally, I've just been going through it. And all in all, I think it was great to have this trip. And that's why I think God put me in this position for a reason, because he's seen what I was going through. And I think it was great to be able to come here because now I kind of got that break from life. And I was able to just come out, enjoy myself, do what I love. I like creating content and making videos. And through all of that, I got to be thankful. I got to be thankful. And I'm happy about it. So shout out to God and all of the plans he got for me. I appreciate it. All in all, I've really, really, really needed this trip. Regardless of me having to do business, I'm still enjoying myself. I even got, some Krispy Kreme donuts. I even got me a little water bottle from Krispy Kreme. And then, I found some cool things that I have been, using. Like, for example, one of the cool things is this is what my phone has been held on right now, y'all. That's what I've been holding it for. It's a Miles Morales phone holder, and I've been using that. I found that here. I don't see stuff like that in the States, but that was pretty cool. Or maybe I got that in Orlando. I don't know, but I got it. It was dope. And this entire trip just gave me that mental reset, that body reset, that life reset that'll just help me kick it in and go further. And before anybody asks and say anything, I paid all of my bills up before I left. I paid all of my bills up before I left, so I'm not lacking on bills. My kid, everybody is at the house. Diamond and the kids at the house living good right now. They cool. They don't need no food. They don't need nothing. If the power's on, the good thing is on. It's funny because I got a text about the power bill being due in a couple of days. I called her and said, "Hey, your power finna get cut off." But I went and paid it already. I just had to be funny with it. Say, "Hey, your power finna get cut off." But all in all, man, I got to tell y'all, man, this place is amazing. The UK has been great to me. Y'all know they drive on the opposite side of the street. So if you in your car, your passenger seat is the driver's seat. That's where the steering wheel and everything is at. It's dope. I gotta say it's amazing. Everything in there, all about this place. It's dope. It's fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I want to be on my Liam Neeson shit and get in a stick shift car and go down these streets on this two-way street. You know what I mean? Whatever I was taking, you know what I'm talking about. But all in all, man, I encourage everybody to take a trip out of the country. People have told me so many times to take a trip out of the country, leave the country, go somewhere and do this, go do somewhere and do that. And I've always hesitated because I'm like, I don't really know if I'm ready to do all of that. I'm not really sure if I can do it. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all right here what I've said to people. I've always dreamed of leaving the country, But as a young black kid, I never thought it was obtainable. Okay? I'll be honest about that. And now that I've done it and I see how easy it is, it's very obtainable and it's easy to do. I think anybody can do it. So I think a lot of people need to just realize that you got to take that first step forward and go from there. Start walking. It doesn't matter if you take a slow step. Start walking and it'll go up from there. I kid you not. I kid you not. But anyway, man, like I said before to y'all, man, I'm live from the UK, live from London. You know what I mean? I got the gear on, the London, London gear, you know what I mean? Take me back to London. And I'm rocking a hot 702.5 FM shirt, you know what I mean? I hear we got a lot of people out here that love us and rock with us. So I definitely got to show love to the station, the hottest radio station on the planet while I'm outside the country. Still let it be known, where I'm at and where I rep and what I'm doing. So appreciate that, gang. But again, I'm happy that y'all came to watch me live, to talk about my experience, to let y'all know how it is. I can't wait to really share all the content and everything we've been doing and everything we will do with y'all. Also, I hear rumors, I don't know where my backpack is at, but I hear rumors that who is it? That Spider-Man might be in London right now. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I heard that Spider-Man is going to be in London. And all I know is if he is, man, it is going to be one of those days where I'm just going to be super excited. So you tell me, should it be? Because I think if you watch the second movie, Spider-Monkey was the one that was in that movie when they went to London, the UK. Remember that when they went to London or the UK? I think they did bits and pieces in London. But I figured also if it's the same, since it's the same Spider-Man, I could do this one too. This suit. So all in all, I don't know how I ended up with Spider-Man suits, but I guess he's supposed to pick them up one of these days to wear them out here and be, save, fight some crime. I just wanted to give y'all a heads up about that. So if you hear or see anything about Spider-Man being in London, just know that, I'm looking for him too. So tell me where he is so I can get some pictures with him. Okay. That would be dope to be able to get some pictures with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, hey, I've been wanting to be Spider-Man my whole life. But anyway, again, thank y'all so much, man, for listening to me and tuning in. Like, y'all don't know this. It's only, finna be 5 p.m. there. It's 4:53 p.m. there right now, right? Finna be 5 p.m. there. You know what time it is here? It's about to be 1 a.m. It's about to be 1 a.m. Time zone is completely different, completely fucked. So when I get back, my sleep schedule is going to be all over the goddamn place. But it's okay. It ain't nothing new, right? We all know that. But all in all, man, welcome to the UK. Welcome to the UK. But I will talk to y'all next week, man. When I'm back in the States, we'll be back live and I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, because of my schedule next week and how it's working, I get to go into the station and do a live show again inside the station instead of remote. So I'm pretty happy about that. You know what I mean? It's been a minute since I've been able to show up to the station live and in person. So I'm happy about that. It's gonna be great, gonna be dope. I will see y'all next week at 4 p.m. y'all time, Pacific Standard Time. Let me say that right. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll see y'all. You know what I mean? Oh, quick thing before I forgot. So it's funny because, and that's crazy because E told me this, but she told me how we got people out here, and it's crazy because at the airport, one of the people said, I didn't see your show this week or last week. And I was like, huh? My show? How you know about my, but I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, listen, just 4 p.m. It'll be there. I got you. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see that people actually pay attention and watch. So I didn't even think about that till just now. But yeah, that's definitely dope. But again, man, I will see y'all next week live on the hottest radio station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM. Again, y'all know I always say peace, love, and hair grease. I catch y'all next week.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot702.5fm.com.